It's finally time.
New toys!
Hello everyone, Timmy Thread Studios here, coming to you with a bit of a different video than what I normally do. So, if you somehow haven't heard, there is a brand new Thomas series coming out later this year. And with that, Mattel has decided to release a whole bunch of brand new merchandise to welcome the return of Thomas and Friends, essentially. Well, return, reboot, however you want to say it. So right now what you're seeing is only a handful of what they're coming out with. They're coming out with so many new die casts, so many new motorized items, so many new hero items too. And I thought, well, why not make videos on those? But there are many other people who have already done videos on this stuff. However, I thought, why not make it a little bit different and go over the entire case that these items come in? And what you're seeing right here is Case A of the basic diecast assortment. So there's two ranges in the diecast line. There's the basic assortment, which is what you're seeing. It just has mainly small engines and like stuff that would be released by itself. And then there's the deluxe line, which has bigger engines, mainly just ones with tenders, and then also 2-packs. So again, this is Case A of the basic diecast assortment. So we have quite a good starting lineup here. In this case, there are 4 Thomases, so he'll be very plentiful for sure, 2 Percys, 2 Diesels, 1 Rosie, 1 Troublesome Truck, 1 Harold, and 1 Toby. So honestly, there is a really good starting lineup here. You've got like the main trio, I think that's how it seems like it's been in the marketing as of recent. You have Diesel. Diesel is a classic villain character of some kind, so makes sense. Troublesome Truck, piece of rolling stock. Harold, a non-rail vehicle, and you have Toby, and Toby's just one of those classic characters as well that, if you can't really have a Thomas TV show without him, and to see him released first is pretty cool. So I bought these for $4.39 a piece at Target. So seems like Target is returning back to Thomas merchandise. So that's really nice to see after, they skipped the 80th anniversary products minus like one instance of the barrel set. But yeah, great to see Thomas back in Target because I've missed it. So essentially, I'm going to be going over all of the case contents and reviewing each item individually. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump into it, starting out with Thomas. So the first thing you'll notice is that the packaging has actually had a massive change. As you can see, there is the brand new Thomas & Friends logo, which I think looks splendid. There's a YouTube Kids banner up there, which probably says that the new show will also be available on YouTube Kids, so that's great for accessibility. There's the product codes, metal, just saying that these things are made out of diecast. New for 2026 banner right here. Nice big picture of Thomas right here, and a nice background too, showing the viaduct. I really like that. Nice track pattern here, really like that. Nice clear window, of course, to be able to see the engine. It seems like Mattel is the one that's making these toys now. It seems like something's going on with Fisher-Price, I don't know. Made for ages 3 and up, and then there is a magnet logo right here to represent the brand new magnet coupling system. So pretty cool to see. And then you turn it to the back, and unfortunately it is a little bit more boring. I feel like it would have really benefited from like some more color. It is just mostly licensing info. But not only that, we also have the diecast assortment on the back, so it shows you what else is available in the case that has released, and I think that is a massive improvement over the past packaging. And speaking of the past packaging, I actually have an example right here. So moving that to the side, we'll take a quick look and just compare it. As you can see, it's a lot smaller, but honestly, it also seems kind of corporate to me. It seems very minimalist in its design. I'm not really a fan of minimalist design anyways. But yeah, just blue, Thomas blue, and also some rivets there, white border. It's the Metal Collection logo, kind of a smaller portrait of the character. 80th logo there because this is the 80th anniversary Thomas diecast. Turn it over, literally just entirely like licensing info and safety warnings on the back, so really nothing interesting. So in my opinion, I think kids will really gravitate towards this brand new packaging. It looks a lot more visually interesting in my opinion, so it's something I really have to praise the reboot for. in that regard. So yeah, the style guide, in my opinion, definitely is one of the strong points of this reboot. This just looks so visually interesting. I love the blue. It really reminds me of a lot of the older pieces of Thomas merchandise from back in the day. But enough rambling about the packaging. I think what's more important is what's inside. So let's finally crack them open. And here he is. So first impressions, pretty decent, I'd say. Definitely the Thomas shape for sure. So we'll start from the front. The big thing of this new reboot, the brand new face design. And I definitely think that this looks like Thomas. I've looked at it long enough to, recognize, this definitely is Thomas. So really have to applaud the people that designed his face. It definitely seems like it is, something that looks right out of the show. Also just want to quickly point out the lamp here. I love the way that's modeled. We do have buffers. And then of course, we also have the brand new magnetic coupling system, similar to the Thomas wooden railway magnets, or just general wooden train magnets, it seems. So I do like this change. I think it definitely makes it more compatible with past Thomas merchandise. And I do know sometimes parents look for the older stuff. So that's definitely a good change in my opinion. I definitely will make like a more proper video on, everything. I will, elaborate on that point. Now onto the side, nice big number 1 here. Seems like they've increased the size on that. Rivets and lining is detailed very nicely. Molded handrails, that's pretty cool. Back has a lamp molded, unpainted unfortunately, and we'll just quickly move to the top. Tanks, we do have a whistle modeled, unfortunately unpainted, and this CAD piece is now all one piece with the coal, so the back is unfortunately not blue, but that's all right, I guess. One of the other things that I really like about this Thomas is the dip in the running board. Now, I know it's like a defining character trait of him, but I feel like this is the best dip I've ever seen on a Thomas toy, so that's cool. And then quickly go to the bottom here as well. Brand new name, it's no longer painted, it's just molded into the plastic. And then there's also this ticket with a T on it, probably to say that this is a Thomas product. As you can see, made in Thailand, and then the product code in the bottom, and then just general licensing info on the bottom there as well. The wheels are also smaller than the push-along models, it seems. They've gone down and shrunken them a bit. I think it's just to work on the new track. But yeah, overall, I definitely really like this, and we'll also do a bit of a comparison here to the 80th anniversary diecast Thomas. So I definitely think both Thomases have very strong points and also some weak points. So quickly look at this, like separate whistle, side rods, painted buffers, overall really nice shape as well. I honestly prefer the face on this. This just screams Thomas. But then again, there's the lamp, the side rods are really out there. And then for some reason he curves inwards. I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's like a very slight degree bend there or something. I don't know really how to describe it, but comparing these two, definitely think that this new Thomas toy has its strengths and this Thomas toy has its strengths, but if I had to really pick between the two, I definitely think this new one looks better in my opinion, because it just seems like they've modeled everything a lot nicer here. So overall, a very fine first impression for this new line, for sure. Next up, we've got Percy. I'm not gonna look at the packaging again since we already did look at that. We'll look at the render though. That face is definitely something for sure. But yeah, honestly, it's still Percy. It is literally just the nitrogen model, just with a new face on it, so there really isn't that much changed about Percy now. But let's go ahead and get into the toy. And here he is. So we'll start at the front again. Face looks pretty decent. It's, guys, it's Don't Even Trip Dog. It's Don't Even Trip Dog, guys. It's the funny. It's the fun. The front's fine. I do notice here, though, that Percy has little studs for the lamp irons, and that's something that Thomas doesn't have, so that's pretty interesting to see. Even there's one right where the magnet is, so that is a pretty nice detail to have. Let's go to the side here. First thing I do notice is that the leaf spring's printed. That's pretty cool. Every other detail around here is printed, rivets, number 6, handrails. That's pretty cool to see. I'm gonna quickly go back to the front here and just talk about the tank. I don't know, the saddle tank just seems squished. I don't know, it doesn't really look right to me. And also in the saddle tank, we don't have a painted dome. So I don't know what the thought process behind that was. Maybe it was the same as the whistle where they, just are saving the money, I guess. Go to the back, same idea as Thomas. Bunker is presented pretty nicely though. Unpainted lamp. I do like the coal on the new items. It definitely looks a lot more realistic from the items from yesteryear, so that's pretty cool. Bottom is relatively the same as Thomas, so nothing crazy there, but yeah, this definitely seems pretty nice. And quickly pulling the comparison, the 2025 Metal Collection Percy. So I feel like it's the same with Thomas. Like, it's strong in some areas and also not strong in others. I feel like the proportions are a bit better here, specifically the saddle tank. I mean, separately fitted whistle and dome. That's pretty cool. No water cap though. Yeah, I feel like in a way, like the toys are just like upgraded and degraded in a way, just in certain regards. So yeah, tell me in the comments, which Percy do you prefer? I would be interested to hear what you think. Next up is Devious Diesel, or how he's listed here, Diesel. So number one thing I'm noticing with the render here, the running board is now red. And that's a very interesting design choice for Diesel because he was mostly just, painted black, but it seems like now they're just gonna add a bit more color to him, and I definitely think that's interesting, but at the same time, I think they're only doing that for this toy. I don't know, that's just my theory. Anyways, let's unbox him. And here he is, Diesel. So, right off the bat, he's definitely big. He's a very big engine for sure here. Face, he's got that nice devious smirk, it seems. I do like that. That's a trait I don't think many Diesels have had over the past few years. They've always just had the normal CGI smiling face. So yeah, glad to see that face return, or that expression more like. One of the other interesting things about Diesel is that his nose is no longer pointy. I don't know, just round-nosed Diesel is a bit cursed, per se. Go to the side. He has a lot of detail on him. Since he's mostly black, again, it's just stuff that can easily be molded, like the ladder, and then, the fuel tank and the grills. The windows also are molded, so yeah. The top, however, is plastic compared to the body, so interesting choice there. I don't know, just creates a very noticeable seam, in my opinion. I don't know, just not really my favorite, I guess. Yeah, I definitely think he's sized pretty nicely. I feel like the wheels are, they look fine. Running board looks fine as well. Here's the bottom, nothing crazy there. I actually do not have a push-along Diesel or anything really to compare with this model, so I'm going to bring up what other die-cast Diesel I have. The take-along model. So this isn't actually the standard take-along model, this is the Lights and Sounds Diesel model. There he is. So as you can see, there definitely are a lot of traits here that are very similar to the new model, but one thing I am noticing is that the running board has these steps actually cut out and there's little holes for them there. So I'm not sure if that's a thing that's only a part of the talking Diesel, but that's a pretty cool detail from Learning Curve. Face is that, annoyed looking face that most Diesel toys had at the time. Quickly pull the 2026 one out. I don't know. Again, it's just kind of like, the old one did some stuff better, but the new one also does a lot of good things in a way. There goes Diesel. Stop. So yeah. Oh my goodness, I can't even record. So yeah, pretty interesting model of Diesel here. Definitely gonna be interesting to see how he acts in the series. Oh my goodness, stop. Next up is Rosie, and going into the render really quick, I will admit, the face is pretty cool. Rosie was always, that tomboy tank engine, and, always wanted to be Thomas. I don't know, I really hope that, that face gives off a very good personality for the character in the series. So let's go ahead and unbox her. And here she is, Rosie the Rosie the red tank engine. So go to the front, as you can see, nice gold lamp there. Face looks pretty nice. Go to the side, unfortunately the lamp isn't painted all the way. Detailing looks very nice, pistons are represented, but she does seem like she's lacking in a bit of detail, honestly. I mean, you can even look at the boiler, there's no boiler bands, all the gold from her is missing, and I don't know, there just feels like a shame in my opinion. If we go around to the back, and she also has that little thing on the cab that's the case with her model. That's pretty cool. I definitely think one of the other things I don't really like about Rosie is how short she is. I mean, comparing her with Thomas, I mean, she is really short for some reason, and in the series, I think Rosie is about the same height as Thomas, so I don't know if it's just the fault of the magnet system, but I'm just not really a fan of it. Again, like Diesel, I wasn't able to get oh god, if I say his name, he will speak. So I actually don't have a die-cast Rosie to compare with this model, but I do have the most recently tooled piece of Red Rosie merch, that being the Thomas Wooden Railway 2022 Revival model. I don't really like Rosie, honestly, in this range. I don't know, there's just a lot of things about her that just, proportion-wise, peeve me off a bit, like the boiler here. Not sure what the thought process was behind that. Again, it's also like a Thomas Wooden Railway toy, so it's not really meant to be like a very detailed Rosie model, so that's nothing I'm really looking for here. But the one thing I am noticing is all that gold. So that is something that they were able to represent. On this model though, there was a prototype at Toy Fair with the gold stripe here and then gold piston bands there. I think that's a plastic model meant for a future set or something, let's hope. But here it is, 4 years apart. So my overall thoughts on this Rosie are, she's pretty alright, honestly. I definitely think it's a pretty decent toy, but I don't know, she just seems a bit short, in my opinion. Next up, we have the piece of rolling stock that was released in this case, the Troublesome Truck. Troublesome Truck is yellow, which is nice to see. I'm glad that it now looks like the toy, because the last Troublesome Truck release, it was blue with like a yellow running board, I think, and it was just the standard black Troublesome Truck promo, so good to see, you know, that it is accurate to the toy finally. And that face definitely says trouble for sure. Anyways, let's open it up. And here it is. So first thing I am noticing, nice die-cast body. There's the face, looks very troublesome for sure, really like that. The side, all of it's molded there, and there's even wood paneling there that's really nicely done. Very nicely done 7-plank for sure. Even in the top there, you can see there's the wooden planks there. Really nice detail. The one thing I am a bit confused on is why didn't they paint the frames? Because I think Scruffy later on in the range has painted frames, so why couldn't they do that for the standard truck? I don't know. Then looking at the bottom here, it's definitely a different chassis design for sure. That's pretty cool. I will admit though, I do feel like the Troublesome Truck is a bit long. I think it should have been more of Percy size or maybe even shorter than that. I don't know. To compare, we have the 2013 Take and Play model. Again, I don't have a push along one. So as you can see, one is a realistic color, the other is not. Oh, would you look at that, they're connected. Definitely a lot of changes of the Troublesome Trucks here, for sure. Overall, I definitely think the Troublesome Truck is all right. I mean, it's great to see rolling stock in this line at all. I do wish those frames were painted though. And then we get on to the weaker ones, we'll call them. First up is Harold. So this is the non-rail vehicle included. I think that's good. Quick look at the render here, and for some reason it looks more like concept art to me. I don't know, maybe that's just a me thing, but I don't know, it just doesn't look final. Yeah, but this Harold's definitely gonna take some getting used to. let's go ahead and look at the model. And here he is. So one thing I am definitely glad about, he is die cast. So that was a worry I had when looking at the initial renders for this model. I thought it was an all plastic model, and I was like, oh, please don't be the case. But no, the white piece here is die cast, so that's great to see. Here's the propeller. It's different from the past Heralds, and I'll tell you why, so that could fit in the box. There's the back propeller too. Go to the front. Yeah, that face is... Herald's never had like a determined face. I think that's the reason it looks strange to me. One of the other things I'm noticing is that the windows, there's no color in them. I don't really like that, especially when, you know, you go to the side here, this window is, you know, carved out. And of course, they only did that so that, you know, this little piece here, the gray piece, is able to, you know, show that. So yeah, I don't really like the new scheme very much. I don't know, it just seems strange for sure. So one of the things they're doing in this new reboot is that they are completely modernizing the non-rail traffic. So Harold is a victim of that, and I don't know, I just don't think that he really did well in that transition. There is detailing on the bottom there, but it's a bit hard to see with all the shadows, so just know it's there. For comparison, we have the Herald design that was used for like 12 years. So this Herald, at least this model, first started in Take and Play, which was based off of the original Take-Along model from 2002. It lasted multiple diecast rebrands, and then just got re-released recently in 2026. Shows if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So yeah, I feel like this Herald is definitely better than the new one for sure. It just has Herald shape like done a lot more better in my opinion. Definitely a big change here, 100%. And finally, what I think is the weakest of this case, Toby. So, like I said at the beginning, I do think Toby's a good inclusion, but I've got some things to say. First, the render looks fine, looks like Toby, honestly. People have compared Toby's face to the Rizzler, and I 100% see it. One of the other things I'm noticing is that I think that's a whistle. That doesn't look like it's part of the bell anymore. So, I don't know, that'll definitely be a lot of Toby's character taken away if they take away the bell. Hopefully they don't. Anyways, let's look at this model.
And here is Toby.
So, Toby's a very mixed bag. First thing I notice, right off the bat, the body's made of plastic. Really? In a die-cast line, this is plastic. Way to go. So the die-cast on Toby is on the chassis. So he's not fully plastic, but the die-cast body definitely would have been a lot nicer than, you know, just a full-on plastic model. I get he's just a square box, but if you could make Diesel mostly metal and just have that little plastic bit on the top, surely you could have done the same with Toby. I do think the body of Toby looks fine. Face looks good. I mean, we've got the lamp there, even though it's not painted, it is represented. Paneling's all represented. Everything on the body here looks good. It's just the other two areas that you notice. That's when things get a bit messy. So Toby's roof is backwards for some reason. I really hope Mattel do look into flipping the roof. It just is wrong, in my opinion. I don't know, just the fact that it's the wrong way just doesn't look right to me. The cow catchers and side plates as well, what's supposed to be the side plates, so the cow catcher looks fine, in my opinion. I mean, it looks good enough to me. But where are the side plates? I did actually look at this, you know, before the review at the bottom, and there just isn't enough room for like a proper side plate. I definitely think I'd have to extend the body a little bit to be able to fit side plates, but I would have taken that. I mean, Toby's cow catchers and side plates, that's a very defining characteristic for Toby. And like when you take that away, it just takes away part of the character, in my opinion. I don't know, just this one definitely, in my opinion, is one of the weakest ones. I'm definitely gonna get another one of these and rectify that issue. I never think Toby's face, though, looks pretty nice, though. I think it's definitely one of my favorites of the new reboot. Again, I don't really have any push-along models. I mean, the push-along models sucked until the Oranges Go one came along, so not like I'm missing out on much, but I do have the take-along model for comparison. So as you can see, there's the side plates. I feel like the body is done a bit better on the new toy, but man, those side plates, those really scream Toby to everybody that looks at this toy. This model is very nice. I mean, this model is like nearly 25 years old as well, so that's pretty interesting that, you know, they were able to get all that right. I am a bit salty about the cowcatcher for sure. So yeah, it's a bit unfortunate that Toby got snuffed a little bit, but die-cast chassis, am I right? So that's the case. Overall, I definitely think it's a very strong line of characters, for sure. Lots of classics, but also lots of important things. And that's really all there is to this video. I mean, let me know if you liked this video, and let me know if you want to see more. I definitely think I'm probably going to do stuff for the rest of the 2026 range, for sure, because this was actually kind of fun to do, you know, just speak my mind as I go. I didn't have a script or anything. I just went about how I normally go about, and that was honestly a lot of fun. So yeah, comment down and like and subscribe and all that YouTuber stuff, and yeah, just let me know, would you like to see more videos on the 2026 stuff? Because this is a brand new era of Thomas. I mean, it's something to get excited about for sure. And also comment down your thoughts. I mean, do you like these models? Do you not like these models? Have you picked any of these models up? Are you trying to find these models? Let me know, I'd love to hear. But we definitely are not done with the diecast for sure yet, because I have a whole lot of other items to look at. And I think that's what I'm going to be looking at in the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.